Okay guys, I'm in Saudi Arabia. The pilgrimage has yet to begin. We still have 4 days before I get into that. So we have to get into the latest updates of yesterday and what took place, and I will also be coming out tonight with the latest updates of what is happening today in court. So you guys are still up to date with very quick videos. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video where we have ex-assistant Mia coming out with some shocking information. Deontay Nash, I really don't understand why Deontay Nash was basically kept here overnight. It didn't make any sense to me. Xavier Donaldson had no idea what he was doing, in my honest opinion. The judge was really upset with him, and so of course, you know, there are things that are pretty bad, but let's get into the facts instead of being more biased. Diddy's former assistant, guys, Mia, said she had to clean up some pretty nasty scenes in the hotel where he stayed with Cassie, including some fluid she says he told was period blood. The ex-employee, who was testifying under the pseudonym Mia, told jurors one of her jobs as a Diddy assistant was to clean up hotel rooms before housekeeping due to concerns about embarrassing photos getting out. Mia testified the rooms she encountered were destroyed, really nasty conditions, and an absolute nightmare. She said there would be candle wax everywhere, broken glass, oil on the walls, and sometimes even blood. I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy was into some kind of blood play, because this right now to me is giving ritual play. That is basically what I'm getting. Prosecutors asked her specifically about the blood, and she said Diddy told her that it was period blood. Other Diddy assistants have also testified about setting up hotel rooms in a similar manner. She also said it was her job to transport Diddy and Cassie to the hotels and set up their rooms, unpackaging lotions, Astroglide lubricant, and white glade candles. Mia even testified Diddy once threw a bowl of spaghetti at her because she needed to put off one of his requests until she should charge her tampon. She said Diddy was telling her to go round some people at his LA home, but she first headed to her room so she could change her tampon, telling jurors that blood was completely dripping down her legs. Mia testified Diddy got upset because he wanted to get his request done ASAP, and he had a bowl of spaghetti in his hand and threw it at her, cursing her out and telling her to get out of his house. She told jurors Diddy threw other things at her in separate incidents, including a computer and some turkey meat. Now the question obviously is who do we think Mia is? And I definitely believe it is an ex-assistant that used to work for him, because she also spoke out about how she was essayed during a birthday party at a swanky hotel in New York City, but she says it did not stop there. The witness, who was testifying under the pseudonym, has also told jurors that she was working for Diddy for a long time, but unfortunately she was essayed at Diddy's 40th birthday party at a hotel in New York. Not only that, but Mia said that Diddy rented out penthouses for parties filled with several celebrities, and she says that he asked to speak to her in the kitchen, clearing out the room and leaving just 2 of them alone. She testified that this was early on in her employment, and Diddy told her that they were going to be working very closely together, as he was basically putting substances in alcohol, and her eyes lost complete focus because he was saying this to her as he was pouring vodka shots. Mia told jurors that Diddy got close to her, put his arms on the side of her dress and kissed her, testifying that she did not want him to. She says she was not able to say no because she was completely shocked by the process and what was going on, and that in itself I can completely understand, and I'm sure people who've been essayed can relate to that. She said the next thing she knew, it was the following morning and she was in a chair in a different room of the penthouse. These sounds like a lot of the Diddy civil lawsuits that this man is currently also facing. Mia testified she thought Diddy would never do something like that again, and that it was all a huge accident, but she told then jurors there were additional instances of essay during her time working for Diddy. She said the next time Diddy essayed her was at her home in LA. She said she was sleeping in her room and felt the weight of a person on her, and it was Diddy. Can you imagine this man, this devil? Mia testified that Diddy used one hand to undo his pants and completely penetrate her. She says she completely froze, terrified, confused, and ashamed. This isn't, guys, a conversation in regards to Diddy versus Cassie. Once again, we have somebody else outside of Capricorn Clark coming to testify that they have been essayed as well. So I'm pretty sure this is going to shock jurors. She told the jurors the next time she was essayed was at a different residence of Diddy in LA, where in the bathroom closet on the floor, she was in a bedroom closet, on the floor, putting things in a bag, and Diddy was in the closet. She said he took his private parts out, grabbed her, and forced her to basically give oral. Mia cried continuously on the stand as she testified, and how basically the incidents made her feel like trash because she couldn't do anything. And there were several other incidences where Diddy essayed her, and one of them was a private plane. For her to discuss SA, such a significant trauma and PTSD, in front of the person who has allegedly abused her, and she's also displaying emotion and breaking down, is insane to me. It is insane to me. A significant level of power that she has. And you know, I feel for her in this moment, Mia, whoever this person is, but this is harrowing, just as bad as what Cassie went through. You know, Kid Cudi's, you know, explanations, Capricorn Clark's explanation. This is very, very strong. When it comes to Deontay Nash and Xavier Donaldson, moving on to that, Xavier Donaldson's, you know, defense was quite weak, continuing so, asking questions that didn't make any sense, and he in my opinion did not need to be there for an extra night. That just, you know, I just felt like was not needed. But you know, maybe you guys disagree, but I just feel like Xavier Donaldson, especially as being a last minute lawyer that Diddy hired, I expected him to basically have some more strength, but I don't think that was the case. Now, Prince's name has been dragged into this conversation because Prince's security intervened, guys, when Diddy was actually putting his hands on Cassie outside a party by the Purple Rain singer's house. One of Diddy's former assistants testified, and of course this is Mia. So this explains why, you know, Prince had a disdain for Diddy, and there probably are a plethora of reasons for why that we don't know about. But Mia obviously told the jury that she witnessed Diddy get violent with Cassie on multiple occasions, including a party hosted by Prince. She testified the night before the party, Diddy told her to stay with Cassie and that he was going to be at his house with his children. She says she heard about Prince's party and she and Cassie debated like kids if they should sneak out and go to the bash. Mia told the jury she and Cassie were not allowed to go where they wanted. She says Mia told the jury she and Cassie were not allowed to go where they wanted when they were together, and that when they did something without Diddy's permission, they will be punished in bad, scary, terrifying ways. Mia said she and Cassie ended up going to Prince's party. Prince performed. She told jurors she saw Diddy show up. They locked eyes. She was pissed, and Cassie, you know, tried to get out of the party. She said she went with Cassie across the street to some woods or bushes. Diddy found them, grabbed her and started attacking her before Prince's security intervened. Mia said the next day HR told her Diddy was suspending her without pay and that Diddy had said that she was being insubordinate. So once again, guys, we are having some shocking testimonies from Mia, who basically has been the one, really a shining testimony. Not only that, but also speaking about the flirtation with Michael B. Jordan and how, you know, things got really emotional in the courtroom, as a former Diddy assistant testifying under the pseudonym, alleged these essays she endured from Diddy. Her crying obviously corroborates a lot of authenticity, in my opinion, as well. Deontay Nash also revealed, guys, that he was the one who set up Cassie and Michael B. Jordan, and basically cross-examination hammered Deontay in regards to Cassie's secret relationship outside of Diddy with NFL player Andre Branch and an NBA baller only referenced as Brandon. Again, sticking to the ex-scorned, you know, disloyal perspective from Cassie that they have doing for a very long time. But I think that, you know, outside of Deontay basically confirming that he was setting up relationships and different other relationships with Cassie, I don't think that anything else was that strong, in my opinion. And the cross-examination of Mia actually is happening right now, as I'm recording this video, and I will be coming out later today after the trial of a quick recap so that we are still up to date. I think some of you guys may have been confused. I'm still coming to give you guys quick videos on a daily basis of what is happening with Diddy. That is not going away. You're still going to get that. You're just not going to get me live right now whilst I'm in Saudi, and I will be going live in the second week of June, and I believe this trial ends in mid-July anyway, so we still have a month of, you know, a lot of stuff happening. So I just want to keep you guys clued up. My ring light has died, but I don't think it's that serious. You guys can still see me clearly. I think yesterday to the trial was very interesting. Very strong testimonies from Mia, and I definitely believe that Christina Karma is going to be one of those people. The defense also stated that because the prosecution have a less amount of witnesses now, that the case might take longer from the defense's side, and the judge responded to that, and he was like, well, that's vague, basically saying, you know, that's dumb, in my opinion, because surely if there's less witnesses the case should be shorter. But for the defense to state that they are actually wanting to proceed and extend this case and be it much longer, to me is also very confusing. But we're going to see what's going to happen, especially when it comes to the cross-examination of Mia. I want to know who is going to be doing that. Hopefully you guys hear me clearly, hopefully you guys see me clearly, hopefully you guys are informed thoroughly with everything that happened yesterday with day 12 of the trial. Today is day 13, and that will be coming out later today. Wanted to do two separate videos so that it's just more clear. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe, guys. That's all you guys have to do, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.